Hello and welcome to this session of Body Positive. Today we're going to be focusing on living water. Water is such a vital and essential element. In fact, if we're in space and look down at the Earth, we see that the Earth is made up of over 70% of water. Indeed, even our bodies are made up of over 60% water. So today we'll use this session of meditation, mindfulness and embodiment to connect with this living water. So get yourself comfortable, either standing or sitting, or if you prefer lying down, and take a few deep breaths to centre your scattered senses on this moment. The greater part of our world is made up of water. Raging seas, flowing rivers, gentle pools. I wonder, which do you associate with in this present moment? Are you a raging sea? A fast-flowing, babbling brook? A slow, wide and meandering river? Or a gentle, peaceful pool of still water? Or maybe you feel you're stuck at the edge of the river, caught up in some foreign bit of discarded waste, or wedged amongst the weeds and reeds growing at the shallower edges of the river. Maybe you're none of these. Maybe in fact you're feeling dehydrated, parched and dry, rather like a desert that has waited a long time for the seasonal rains. Maybe you're in need of this living water within you to refresh and rehydrate you. So let's take ourselves to the source of this living water. Imagine the purest water, clean and sparkling, not yet polluted by anything. This water is so pure you might even call it holy. And this living water flows from a place of beauty and truth, goodness and gentleness, power and peace. As this stream of living water flows out into the world, it picks up dirt and debris that flows and falls into it. Just as a stream flowing from its melted mountain source might pick up dirt and debris and pollutants on its journey downstream through valleys and villages and on towards towns and cities. This living water picks up the things of life and carries them on their journey, cleansing and reshaping them, sometimes with its gentle flow and sometimes deliberately tumbling them over rocks and down waterfalls. As the river flows on, it grows and it widens. It meanders slowly at its outside edges, giving glimpses of the life that is watered beyond its banks. Trees, fields, animals, and people who are drawn to the water for refreshment and cleansing, inside and out. But at its centre, it's still powerful and deep, and sometimes fast, bringing excitement and adventure for those who dare to brave it. This river of life has now reached the sea. Its pure, fresh water mingles with the salt water, much like our tears might mingle with the rain as it falls on our face on a rainy day. But this is not the end of the journey of living water, for its cycle of life continues. It evaporates into the skies, morphing into a celestial vapour of living water. It is carried along by the breath of the world, the ruach, to higher ground once again, and maybe even eventually blown across the deserts which wait so long for this life-giving water. As we meditate on this living water, where are we most in need of it? Are our bodies in need of the cleansing from pain and disease? Are our souls in need of refreshment from disillusionment and disappointment? Are our spirits in need of revitalisation and re-envisionment? Let's flow with the living water into our time of mindfulness. So first we're going to focus on our bodies. Where in your body do you need healing? Imagine the living water flowing to that area, bringing relief, soothing, and lubrication. Perhaps you have an infection. Imagine the living water flowing through your heart, picking up that infection and cleansing your blood. Maybe your muscles are tense. Let the living water soothe and release them. Do your joints ache? Allow the living water to lubricate and ease them. Now our souls, our mind, our will and our emotions. How is your mind? Is it cluttered? Are you having difficulty focusing? Imagine the living water bringing clarity and discernment, helping you to make decisions and to be clear in your thinking. Maybe your emotions are raging and you're feeling all churned up. Imagine the living water bringing gentleness, perspective, and peace. Or maybe you're sad. You've cried many saltwater tears. Imagine standing in the rain and letting your tears mingle with the living water as it carries your sadness with it and brings comfort. And now our spirits. Are you feeling disillusioned or stuck? Imagine the living water flowing over your heart's desires, awakening a seed of hope and illuminating the way forward. Are you seeking inspiration or creativity? Allow the living water to inspire you, to unstick your creativity and allow the inspiration to flow. Are you feeling lonely or isolated? Let the living water connect with your spirit and bring you connection and into relationship with the source of living water. As it fills you, perhaps it starts to bubble up and begin to overflow with life and joy. And now we flow into our time of movement through embodying the idea of living water. Imagine the gentle rain of living water beginning to fall on you. Perhaps you'd like to just tap your skin, your head, as you can hear the rain gently falling, and as you can feel it on your body. The flow of rain continues. It starts to get heavier, drenching you. It begins to get absorbed deeper into your being. Imagine it flowing all around your body, and if you like, move to embody that. Bringing you back to life and hope from the outside in. Imagine the flow of a stream of living water. Does it feel like a fast, babbling brook, tossed around a little? Or are you feeling that it's like a more gentle, meandering, slow river? Allow the flow of the river to direct your movements. Where is it taking you? How does it feel not to know how to move and just to go with the flow? Fast or slow, or deep or shallow. Find an ease of movement as you go with the flow. Start to release the tension. And finally, let us take a reviving, refreshing drink of living water. Imagine it going deep into your soul and your spirit and your body, deep into your core being. That water starts to flow through your body, bubbling up, bringing its life from your core, bringing inspiration, bringing wisdom, bringing connection with the spirit of the living water. And as it grows and bubbles, it overflows. It's a never-ending stream of living water flowing through you and through the world. It overflows and brings life not just to you, but to your environment, to your circumstances, and to those you care about, and those you are connected with in your daily life. Maybe you just want to hold on to that feeling for just a few moments more, I hope you've enjoyed the session today and that it has left you feeling refreshed and revitalised. I hope that you will carry that living water sense with you throughout your day. If you wish to stay a little longer and listen to the water bubbling over the waterfall, perhaps that sense will stay with you for a little longer. Thank you, and see you next time.